Larry Tompkins with Dan Belwamini. We're back at the Hec Ed Pavilion here in Seattle. The Blue Devils and the Huskies. Let's meet them now with the public address announcer here in Seattle, Lou Gellerman.
Again, welcome to Hec Ed Pavilion for this basketball game between the undefeated Duke University Blue Devils and the University of Washington Huskies. Here are the starting lineups. First for the visiting Blue Devils, as announced by their head coach, Mike Krzyzewski. Starting at one forward, he's 6'5", a junior from Fayetteville, North Carolina, number 21, Robert Brickey. At the other forward, he's 6'10", a senior from Bowie, Maryland, number 35, Danny Ferry. At center for the Blue Devils, he's 6'10", a freshman from Angola, New Jersey, number 32, Christian Leitner. At one guard, he's 6'4", a junior from University Park, Illinois, number 3, Phil Henderson. At the other guard, he's 6'3", a senior from Mercer Island, number 14, Quinn Snyder. The head coach for the Blue Devils, Mike Krzyzewski. The assistant coaches, Bob Bender, Mike Bray, Pete Gaudette, and Tommy Amaker. And now, the starting lineup for the University of Washington Huskies, as announced by their head coach, Andy Russo. Starting at one forward, he's 6'5", a sophomore from Los Angeles, number 21, Dion Brown. At the other forward, he's 6'8", a sophomore from San Rafael, California, number 45, Mike Hayward. At center for the Dogs, he's 6'7", a junior from Pasco, number 33, Mark West. At one guard, he's 6'2", a junior from New Orleans, number 5, he's the captain, Eldridge Rakasner. At the other guard, he's 6'2", a junior from Seattle, number 35, Maurice Riggs. The head coach for the Huskies, Andy Russo. Assistant coaches, Joe Cravens, Ken Smith, Jeff Price, and Richie McKay.
So there you have the participants in this one. It'll be the number 1 Blue Devils and the hometown Washington Huskies. And we'll be back to get started after.
If he could beat the number 1 team in the country, but he's going to have to do a lot of things right this evening if he's going to win this game, because Duke is a powerhouse, and they sure have been playing well.
When we talked to Andy Russo, I don't think even Andy Russo knew what to expect tonight from his team. They've been a mystery. They've had a couple of good wins. They beat DePaul at DePaul in the Horizon. No small task that.
No, that's a great win. Came from behind, in fact, and won that game, and then beat Memphis State here. But since then, it's been downhill.
Rapidly. Juggernaut. They lost to the 2 Arizona schools by a combined 81. Danny Ferry back up top now for Snyder. Snyder, hometown favorite, of course. He's from Mercer Island. That's a suburb of Seattle. Ferry, turnaround jumper. He is hammered.
Man-to-man on the first series by Washington. Ball right in the hands of Danny Ferry on the first sequence, and he took it in strong. Draws the foul. We thought that might be a key right away, and they get the ball in Ferry's hands. He brings it strong to the basket. Dion Brown picks up his first foul.
And Ferry has just done everything that could possibly be asked of a college basketball player so far this year. 73, just about a 74% free throw shooter, and shooting 62%, almost 63% from the floor. But over the last 3 games, he's shooting it at 78%.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
78. We'll let him shoot a couple more times if he continues that percentage.
Dion Brown, very good one-on-one player. Here's Mike Hayward. He's got Ferry in his face tonight. Duke will play man-to-man.
They better be selective on their shot attempts. Use the 45-second clock. Try to get the ball around the basket.
Underneath it goes to Riggs. Back out for Brown. Ferry jumps out on Brown now. This is Mark West, kind of an undersized center. double teamed by the Blue Devils, and the pass is knocked out of bounds by Snyder. 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
Good defensive sequence that time by Duke. The Huskies need to be aware, Barry, as you mentioned, 10 seconds to get the ball up, not a lot of time. So when they get the ball in bounds, they're going to have to get a quick shot.
Hayward will inbound for the Huskies, and he's been a mystery man this year. Well, the play would have worked. Picked clean is Brown by Snyder. On the wing, here's Ferry. Pump fakes, doesn't take it. Henderson will.
Great pass by Ferry that time. Good look inside on the transition. That's why he can do so many different things. He can beat you with the shot, but an excellent passer.
Well, somebody likened him, the way he plays basketball, to playing chess. He's 4 or 5 moves ahead at all times. Of course, he comes from basketball roots. Rick Hasner has it slapped away momentarily by Bricky, and Henderson reaches in and fouls.
Now, the last time Duke played man-to-man on the out-of-bounds, and if it was not for an errant pass, Washington would have had an easy basket. So let's see if Duke again is going to play man-to-man. But they're a man-to-man basic team. Execute and run your offense. You should get a good shot.
Yeah, they'll rarely get out of that man-to-man. It will help out occasionally, a little bit matchup. There's a jumper by West.
Little full-court pressure now put on by the Huskies. And defense is the key for this ball club. They're going to have to stop them and rebound the ball. Don't give the Blue Devils a second shot. Good defense by Deion Brown.
Knocking the ball away. Bricky on the lob. Couldn't quite get there. And a reach-in foul is going to be called on Bricky.
I thought the defense of Brown caused it. He put a lot of pressure on Ferry, who tried to lob the ball over the top. Good intensity so far by Washington. Duke is the kind of club that if you relax and you have a spell where you don't play well for 4 or 5 minutes, they could run 10, 12 points in a row and it's over.
And Washington's problem, as a matter of fact, has been consistency. Deion Brown off the pass from Hayward.
Oh, Hayward taking a page out of Ferry's book, saying, I can make that pass. Nice lob and a look. Now a charge. Looks like they got Snyder on a charge, or stepped out of bounds.
I think he might have stepped on a line. I'm not sure what that call was. I think DeBrow called him on the line.
Couldn't have been a charge. Had to be on the line.
Riggs playing very good defense. Huskies doing everything right so far, but we're early. And just as I say that, Riggs turns it over.
You did it again.
That's right. Kiss of death. KOD. Full court pressure here.
Good defense. Right up on him. Make it tough. Nothing easy. Best passer normally takes the ball out of bounds. Snyder can handle. He's one of the outside. They got outside and inside guys. They don't have guards and forwards. Duke likes to play 3 on the perimeter and 2 people around the basket. Ferry can go either way.
Yeah, I found that interesting. In fact, there's Ferry on a perfect pass by Henderson.
And a nice job of not walking with the ball. Get it inside, pump fake it, keep the pivot foot down, make it easy.
Just to conclude that thought, when we were talking with Coach Krzyzewski this morning, he was saying that he doesn't have position players, doesn't have forwards and centers and guards. He only has 2 positions, perimeter and post. And just about everybody on his team is capable of playing both positions.
That makes for a very versatile, good basketball team when you can move people around. He can put a very big lineup on the floor. Got a great freshman in Leitner, number 32, and he feels it's his best freshman he's had since Danny Ferry, so that's saying a lot.
That is saying a lot, because he has a lot of athletes. Here's Henderson now, 2 on 4. Henderson puts it on the floor, has the basket, draws the foul.
Thought he might have turned it over, almost had a carry as he was coming down the floor, and that's what Andy Russo wanted. But instead, Henderson, with good size, explosive jumper, took it in with the left hand and just made a nice move as you get the transition. Here's where you almost had, there it is right there. Thought he did have a carry, got away with it, but then took it in and picked up the foul.
Might have turned that one over. 4 for Henderson, and he'll go to the line and try to make it an even 5. There you see his average and his assist. Of course, double figures on this Duke team is redundant.
A lot of people, in fact, they've got a guy, John Smith, who'll come off the bench that's averaging in double figures.
Kick clean by Snyder. Race to the basket. Snyder protects with the body. Couldn't get the shot to go, and no foul. And how about that play by Snyder? Leads for Henderson. Leans in. It's short. Foul called. Henderson will go to the line.
Either that or they look like they might get a charge on Henderson, but what a play by Snyder when he was on the ground. Guy's leaning on the floor, makes the pass.
was a charge. As you saw, Kubek comes on replacing Henderson.